I'm calling the police on you right now. That's what our HOA Karen screamed at my wife, Morgan, the day she moved into our new home on Pinewood Drive. Karen had her phone out, dialing 911 with a smirk, reporting a suspicious military vehicle and possible stolen valor. Within an hour, 2 officers were at our door, all because Karen, our neighborhood self-proclaimed dictator, thought she could humiliate us. But she had no clue who she was up against. When my wife calmly pulled out this from her wallet, everything changed. Stick around for the epic takedown of Karen, and comment below, where are you watching from? Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Ryan, and today I'm sharing the wildest neighbor story you'll ever hear. It's about Karen, the HOA tyrant, a decorated military officer, and a twist that left our neighborhood stunned. Let's dive in. After 2 years of long-distance marriage, my wife, Morgan, was finally coming home. I'd spent days cleaning our new house on Pinewood Drive, making it perfect, fresh flowers, a welcome home banner, the works. Morgan, a 34-year-old Army colonel with 8 years of service, stepped out of that military truck with total confidence. Tall, athletic, every move precise from her deployments. But her eyes? Always scanning, always alert. I thought this would be our happiest day. I was wrong, because Karen, our HOA Karen, was about to turn our dream into a nightmare. Karen, who lived 3 houses down, came charging out, phone in hand, snapping photos of Morgan's truck like she'd caught a criminal red-handed. This vehicle violates Section 3B of our community guidelines. Karen shouted, no introductions, just pure attack mode. Karen wasn't just any neighbor, she was the HOA's compliance officer, ruling Pinewood Drive with a clipboard and a 12-year reign of terror. She posted to the neighborhood group chat, military invasion of our peaceful community. Then Karen laid into us, I've checked the military databases, no record of active duty personnel at this address. Morgan stayed calm, watching Karen like she was analyzing a target. Karen's voice got louder, drawing neighbors to their windows. This neighborhood has standards. Karen shrieked. I've handled 6 other problem families. Karen called the HOA hotline right in our driveway, reporting an emergency violation and possible fraud. She bragged about her victories. The Johnsons moved after 3 months. The Garcias couldn't handle the pressure. Karen wasn't just enforcing rules, she was waging war. What would you do if Karen called you a fake in front of your whole neighborhood? Drop your thoughts in the comments. The next morning at 6 a.m., Karen delivered on her threat. I heard her on her porch, calling 911, suspicious individuals, possible stolen valor, potentially dangerous. Karen didn't stop there. She called the tax office, the fire department, and went door to door, whispering about PTSD and dangerous military people. By the time the police arrived, half the street was watching. Chief Martinez and Officer Thompson stepped out, looking like they'd dealt with Karen's drama before. Karen was in her element, accusing Morgan of being a fraud. I was shaking, but Morgan? Cool as ice. When Chief Martinez asked for ID, Morgan reached into her wallet and pulled out her military ID, Colonel Morgan Swift, United States Army. The silver eagle gleamed in the sunlight. Karen's smug smile vanished. Her jaw dropped, her face went white, she froze like a statue. The officers snapped to attention, saluting Morgan with respect. Chief Martinez apologized, Colonel Swift, my sincere apologies, ma'am. Officer Thompson asked, should we file a report for false emergency calls? The crowd buzzed. Karen called the cops on a colonel. One neighbor whispered. Karen tried to backtrack, muttering about fake IDs, but Chief Martinez shut her down, this is legitimate federal identification. For 3 days, Karen's house went silent, too silent. Behind her curtains, she was plotting. On day 4, I came home to 4 violation notices from Karen taped to our door, noise complaints, hedge height violations, even a fine for our welcome home banner. By day 5, Karen hit us with 6 more, $8.50 in fines for nonsense like trash bins out too early and excessive porch light luminosity. Karen followed Morgan on her runs, let her dog poop on our lawn, and blasted music just under the noise ordinance cutoff. It was psychological warfare. I was ready to give up, pay Karen's fines, maybe even move. But Morgan wasn't having it. "I've faced insurgents with real weapons," she told me. "I'm not surrendering to Karen." That night, she created a folder on her laptop called Operation Neighborhood Peace. What do you think Morgan was planning to take down Karen? Drop your guesses below. At the emergency HOA meeting, Karen arrived with a briefcase full of evidence, photos, complaints, witness statements. She called us intimidators, and demanded our lease be terminated. But Morgan stood up, calm and commanding, and opened her manila folder. "Let me present some facts," she said. What followed was a masterclass in dismantling Karen's tyranny. Morgan showed video of Karen dumping trash in our bin, proof her witnesses were her cronies, and photos of Karen's property violations, her car blocking sidewalks, her garden breaking the same rules she enforced. Morgan revealed Karen's 47 calls to city agencies and her stalking, 47 photos of our house. The room turned on Karen. Neighbors whispered, "She's been watching us too." The board dismissed all our violations, fined Karen $500, and created a new rule requiring evidence for complaints, the Karen rule. Karen stormed out, shouting about lawsuits, but her empire was crumbling. 2 weeks later, a new neighbor moved in next to Karen, Sophie Martinez, a nurse with a big smile. Karen tried her old tricks, violation notices, surveillance photos. But Sophie just laughed, documenting everything with a grin. Then we overheard her on the phone, "Hi, Dad. Karen's been active with her complaints." Her dad? Chief Martinez, the cop Karen called on us. Sophie was his daughter, assigned to monitor Karen's behavior. Karen, who weaponized the police, was now under their watch. Our street threw a barbecue, the first real community gathering in years. Everyone came, except Karen. Through her curtains, she watched us reclaim our neighborhood. But as we celebrated, another moving truck pulled up next to Karen's house. Who's moving in now? And what's next for Karen? Was this justice, or too harsh? Tell me in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more crazy neighbor stories.